Welcome students, welcome to my next video. Standard 8, Civil Disobedience Movement, topic number 8, History. Now, I would like to say something before I start with the lesson. I request all of you to kindly like the video and subscribe it. Well, there was a request from some of the students that along with the English explanation, I would rather speak in Hindi or explain in Hindi. So in between, I will be explaining in Hindi too. As we all know that civil disobedience movement. The civil disobedience movement resolution was passed in Lahore session. It was passed in a form of complete independence. Mahatma Gandhi, he decided to launch civil disobedience movement. Before beginning this movement, Gandhiji has put forth various demands in front of the British government. One of the demands was to cancel the salt tax. Salt was the monopoly of the British government, manufacturing salt. And so, as we all know, salt is the basic need of human being. Whether the person is rich or poor, he or she requires salt. And imposing salt tax was something which was injustice according to Mahatma Gandhi. So, he decided to launch a satyagraha against the Salt Act. हम देखेंगे इस पार्ट में पूर्ण स्वातंत्र के लिए लाहौर में एक अधिवेशन में एक नियम पास किया गया. उसके बाद उसका भागदौड़ महात्मा गांधी जी को सौंप दिया गया. तब उन्होंने सोचा कि मुझे ब्रिटिश राज के खिलाफ लड़ाई करनी है. तो उन्होंने नमक के ऊपर कर लगाना, ये ब्रिटिश राज ने किया था. तो उनके खिलाफ आवाज उठाना उन्होंने निश्चय किया, क्योंकि नमक चाहे वो अमीर हो या गरीब हो, दोनों को जरूरत है. और नमक पर कर लगाना ये नाइंसाफी है. सो गांधी जी चूज डांडी seashore in Gujarat to begin the salt satyagraha. On 12th March 1930, Gandhiji set out from Sabarmati Ashram with 78 followers for launching the salt satyagraha. They walked and they covered 385 kilometers by foot. And on the way, wherever Gandhiji delivered the speech, and he appealed to the people to join this Dandi Yatra, and people fearlessly joined the civil disobedient movement. And he started his Dandi Yatra with 78 followers. But on 5th April 1930, when Gandhiji reached Dandi, on 6th April, he broke the Salt Act by picking up salt. And to his surprise, he found that there were thousands of people along with him for this Dandi Yatra. Now, my dear students, we will see Peshawar Satyagraha. Now, this Peshawar Satyagraha was conducted by the follower of Mahatma Gandhi. His name was Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. He founded an organization called Khudai Khidmatgar. On 23rd April 1930, he started a satyagraha at Peshawar. The whole town was in the hands of the satyagrahis nearly for a week. The British government gave orders to Garhwal regiment to open fire on the satyagrahis. But it was very unfortunate that Chandra Singh Thakur, the officer of the Garhwal regiment, he refused to open the fire on the satyagrahis. He was court-martialed and he was given severe imprisonment or severe punishment. British government found that it was Mahatma Gandhi who was leading all the satyagrahas, and he was giving motivation to people. So on 4th May 1930, Gandhiji was arrested. When Gandhiji was arrested, there was protest all over the country on the arrest of Mahatma Gandhi. Now we will see Solapur Satyagraha. On 6th May 1930, Hartal was observed in Solapur. A huge procession was organized in Solapur. The district collector gave orders firing on the procession. Many volunteers like Shankar Shivdhare died in the firing. As a result, people started attacking police stations, railway stations, courts, municipal buildings. The government declared martial law and agitation was suppressed. Those who led the movement in this movement, such as Malappa Dhanashetty, Sri Krishna Sarda, Qurban Hussain, Jagannath Shinde, they were not only arrested but they were hanged to death. Darshana Satyagraha. Darshana Satyagraha was a similar kind of a satyagraha which was carried out by Mahatma Gandhi. This Darshana Satyagraha in Gujarat was led by Sarojini Naidu. And we could see that being a lady, she took a lead role in carrying out this satyagraha. All the satyagrahas were silently, they were moving along with Sarojini Naidu ji. But what has happened? What was the result of this? They were ready to break the SALT Act, but the result was very bad. All the satyagrahis were lathi charged. And thousands of people were injured, and we could see such satyagrahas continued endlessly in Maharashtra. Especially satyagraha took place at Wadala, Malwan and Shiroda, where there was no salt pan. Forest law was broken, where jungle satyagrahas at Bilashi, Kalwana, Chinar in Maharashtra. The tribal people also took part in satyagraha in large number. Now, my dear students, we could see that I would like to speak about a young man called Babu Genu. Babu Genu, he was a mill worker and was a staunch supporter of Mahatma Gandhi. He came to know that there was a truck carrying foreign goods, and it was being loaded in his mill, and it was about to go out to the market. But Babu Genu stood in front of the truck and he said, if we want to take out this truck from this mill, you have to kill me. You have to run over me, the truck. So, in order to stop the truck, he lied down on the road. But there was no change in the attitude of the British officer. The truck crushed Babu Genu, and Babu Genu's martyrdom was considered to be something valuable in our Indian history. And it is said, wherever or whenever the history would repeat about the sacrifice, we will never forget Babu Genu. He was an inspiration for the Indians. Now, my dear students, we could see, in the opinion of the British Prime Minister Ramasai MacDonald, while the civil disobedience was going on, the constitutional issues regarding India should be thought over. For this purpose, he organized a conference at London. This conference was known as Round Table Conference, and it was between the period 1930 to 1932. 3 Round Table Conferences were organized. The first Round Table Conference, where you could see people from the princely states participated the Round Table Conference, but there was not a single congressman or there was not a single representative from Indian National Congress. So the first Round Table Conference was a failure, because all the congressmen, they were all arrested and they were put behind the bars. No one was available for the first Round Table Conference. Now, when Gandhiji was released from the jail, he went and he met Irene You know, Irin was a viceroy and he was in support of the Indians. So Gandhiji and viceroy, they both met or they had a meeting, and Irin, viceroy Irin, he promised or he assured Gandhiji that there will be a responsible system of government, and he added and he proposed that there should be a constitution which would govern India. And so Gandhiji ultimately he said that since Viceroy Irin he showed a support to the Indians, he decided to withdraw the civil disobedience movement, and he agreed to attend the second roundtable conference. Now, my dear students, when he reached England for the second roundtable conference, the British government started putting forth the issues of minorities. What are you going to do for the minorities in India? Then they said, what will you do? There are several castes and communities. There are several political parties and princely states. What are you going to do for them? And Gandhiji tried to, give explanation and his opinion, but he was unsuccessful. And so Gandhiji, he returned back to India unsuccessful, and thus the second roundtable conference was a failure. Now during this time, there was a move from the Britishers. Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar, who was a representative of the Dalits, he demanded a separate electorate for Dalits. After the second roundtable conference, British Prime Minister Ramasai MacDonald declared communal award. And communal award was for Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar. And when Mahatma Gandhi heard this, he was in the Yerwada jail in Pune. So he went to fast unto death, because he came to know what Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar did. He asked for a separate electorate plus for the Dalits, and he was ready to take the communal award which has been awarded by the British Raj. And when Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar, when he heard that Gandhiji is fasting, he went and met Gandhiji in Pune. And in 1932, Gandhiji and Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar signed a famous Pune Pact. According to this pact, separate electorate for Dalit was cancelled and provisions for reserved seats was made. That means what he did, he said, I don't want this communal award, I will not take it. Plus, we don't want a separate seats for Dalits, but some seats should be reserved for the Indians, not for Dalits, but for the Indians. Then in November 1932, the third roundtable conference was organized in England. the Indian National Congress boycotted the conference. Thus, this conference proved to be futile. Now, my dear students, further we could see Gandhiji returned to India from the second roundtable conference with dejected mind. He decided to restart the civil disobedience movement, and Gandhiji was immediately arrested. Hence, there was discontent among the people. Government responded to this movement by using inhuman oppressive method. Yes, my dear students, there was lathi charge. They strangled the civic rights everywhere, and the Indian National Congress and its associated institutions were declared illegal. Restrictions were put on the national newspapers and literatures. Finally, in April 1934, Gandhiji withdrew the movement, and this historic phase of civil disobedience movement came to an end. Thank you, students. Please do not forget to like the video and subscribe it. Thank you for your patient hearing.